Bom, vamos fazer umas principais aqui, né? Eita, já ia lá pro chão. Por que o elevador não tá aqui? Vamos fazer as principais, faz tempo que a gente não faz. Terminar a Rádio Monarca. Que por sinal eu nem reparei que não tinha terminado. Deixa eu só mostrar aqui pra vocês. Ajude o informante a lidar com a IAM e os inoclastas. Eu tinha feito o da Nioka lá, eu achei que era outra missão, mas é a mesma ainda. Mas tá bom. Não tem problema não. Vamos aqui logo. Aqui dentro? É. E aí?
I knew the sweet smells of profits and nutrient-dense Piscine product would lure you back before long.
I was wondering why this place felt like Edgewater. It's the cannery smell.
Now, what business... What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
I don't... Dang it, Captain, that's not right. Folks on Monarch shouldn't have to suffer just because the board says so.
We've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. So taciturn, so dour. I'll be waiting with bated breath. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? You think we're the problem? Have you even heard the nonsense Graham is spewing? It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners. Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. And the first step is getting the Bolt 52. Well,
Tá, deixa eu ver só se ele...
forgive me, Celia. Anyway, I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Nada. Cara, eu tô mexendo aqui, mas pior que eu não lembro mais da missão. Então nem sei o que eu tô fazendo aqui. Vamos ver. Fale com o informante em bababá.
What was it
Beleza,
like
vamos
in
agora
Edgewood?
no...
I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hand to the void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
Legal que sempre tem um diálogo entre o pessoal, né? Bom, vamos lá no... Na outra... No outro ponto aqui. Ué, é aqui? É, bom, vamos lá, vai. Aqui pertinho.
Ooh. Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the cannery.
You'll get used to it. Give it 10 or 15 years.
Tá, tem um cachorrão ali. Vamos embora, né? Será que tem? Tem um outro ali, ó. Vamos ver se a gente passa de boa. Ah, não vai dar. Tem outro lá também. Morreu. Ai. Cospe em mim não, mano. Aí, foi. Tem outra pra ali. Acho que ele não escutou não, né? Então vamos embora. Vão ter vários por aqui, pelo jeito. Olha lá. Aí. Não matou? Porra. É necessário, mas eu tô gastando porque tem um... Eu vi que tinha uma conquista de... Matar não sei quantos inimigos com a habilidade do parceiro, então eu tô gastando só de... Ah, tem mais ali, mano? Caraca! Vamos ver se dá pra ir por aqui. Tá lá em cima, né? Aí, só arrombar. Tem um cofre. Não, não é cofre não. Bem-vindo ao depósito, arquivo, bababá. Seleciona uma das opções abaixo. Tudo. Sanjar tem um péssimo hábito de encher seus relatórios de números e estatísticas. Não é tão bom com slogans, jingles ou frases de efeito. As apresentações costumam ser inspiradas e pecam pela falta de apelo emocional e referências engraçadas. Sanjar tem uma clara tendência a completar o trabalho em vez de delegá-lo, uma prática inapropriada na alta gestão. Em suma, os hábitos de Sanjar no trabalho indicam uma preocupação com detalhes e uma surpreendente falta de visão. Não podemos recomendá-lo para a formação continuada. Precisa melhorar nas seguintes áreas: comunicação, interpessoal, concisão, delegação e geração de ideias. Todas as avaliações executivas são propriedade da indústria estelar monarca. Não é permitido ver ou adulterar qualquer avaliação executiva sem aprovação de um gerente autorizado. A indústria estelar monarca não se responsabiliza por qualquer problema de ordem mental, emocional ou digestivo que surja em decorrência da visualização dessas avaliações. Aqui tem o Graham. Restrito, requer autorização para continuar. A compreensão de Graham sobre a criação de mensagens e marcas de produtos é impressionante, principalmente para um editor de nível relativamente baixo. Tem um talento nato para slogans e frases de efeito memoráveis. Entretanto, Graham tem a dificuldade de concisão e sempre ignora as fontes e os formatos recomendados. Ele foi advertido por um tom subversivo em algum de seus trabalhos. Recomendar supervisão prolongada. E tem a Dora. Dora mostra que tem um verdadeiro talento para apresentações breves, mas convincentes com slogans cativantes. Suas habilidades de delegar tarefas também são excelentes. Ela pode conduzir uma longa reunião sobre qualquer assunto e terminar com muitos encargos definidos. Recomendar para promoção. Eu acho que eu não vou apagar não, mano. Ele pediu pra apagar, mas ele não é grande coisa não. Eu acho que eu posso fazer e depois falar pra ele que fiz. Eu não vou apagar não. Se der pra falar pra ele que eu fiz, eu falo que fiz e já era. Quero nem saber. Vamos lá em cima ver o que nós vamos achar aqui. Cartucho. Munição. Não vou arrombar não, deixa aí, quero nem saber. Munição pesada, leve. É só isso.
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats wear boots? Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Meta Queen showed up. Then Raptidon. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and now the door's locked. Little help? It's easier than it sounds, all right? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions. Phew. Thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross. Sure. Beats not answering questions. Huxley. I'm an Iconoclast runner. The Iconoclast runner. Fastest tiny room like this and I'm liable to flip. Not keen on tight spaces, you know? Oh, that'd be my people. Graham and Zora and Milton and... I really miss them. You gonna let me out of here? I want to get back to Amber Heights. Probably. I don't know. When I try to read things, my mind gets to wandering about all the things I could be doing instead. My buddy locked me in here. I told you that. It was for my safekeeping, on account of raptidons wanting to munch on my head. But, I mean, okay, yes, fine. I get myself into sticky situations. It's just part of the life, all right? Sometimes you gotta hide in a trash can so you don't get eaten by monsters.
Ah, realmente, isso eu concordo.
Oh, neither was I. Who'd hide in a trash can? Gross.
Tô sabendo. Tá bom.
Get me out of here.
Calma, minha querida.
What do you mean? It's locked.
Ah, eu não acredito que vai ser isso. Vire para cima e ele só vai virar maçaneta.
Upward? Oh, my eternal soul, it worked.
Phew. Thank you
Nossa,
so
mano.
much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here.
Joguinho zoeiro, hein?
Headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? Thanks a lot, mister.
Vai lá, vai. O que que tem aqui? Cartucho. Cartucho. Muito cartucho aqui. Tem a gazua aqui em cima. O que mais? Cartucho. Munição. Munição. Cartucho. Umas armas, sempre bom, né? Mais uma gazua aqui no chão. Outra gazua. É só isso mesmo, né? Tá bom, então. Vamos ver o que tem aqui. Tá, vamos embora, vai. Será que a gente ia encontrar fácil o corpo do cara, mano? E ele tá me vendo. Tem muito por aqui. Bom, vamos ver se dá pra dar um fast. Vamos entrar aqui. Mas... Aí, agora acho que vai. Ih, ainda não dá, mano? Ah, que saco. Vamos descer aqui.
Like a raptor monkey.
E agora?
The rocks.
Ah, que saco, mano. Vambora, então. Tem que enfrentar esses pangaré. Ih, cacete. Vambora por aqui. Caraca, achei que era um vivo.
You ever been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. Soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret. I'm watching your back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Tá bom, vamos chegando aqui. Pra falar com o
What do
Zé
you think
Mané
of
aí.
the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hull, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
You know about stellar emissions? Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about those. I mean, not unless you want to know how we're all likely to get spacers lung.
Right. Okay. When we get back to the ship, I'm drinking this conversation right out of my recollection.
Tá, beleza. Vamos ver aqui.
A fine day for business, isn't it? Anyway, what can I do for you?
Tá, só dar o cartucho.
I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board. See, that doesn't even make sense. This is an electronic form. We don't need paperweights.
Hardly the point, sir.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. Already? If only the rest of the colony operated as efficiently as you. Imagine what a different state we'd be in, hmm? I'll complete the Bolt 52 in no time. I dare say it'll be my second greatest achievement after the reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
What's gonna happen to the people here when the board figures out what you're doing?
Well, by that point, my hope is that we'll be on the board once more.
I'm just... Maybe I'm worrying too much, but it seems the folks here get plans made for them an awful lot. When do they get to start making plans for themselves?
Once MSI is restored, the people of Monarch will be able to make more choices. We'll have all the brands and resources of the board here. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course.
Tá. Se der ruim. Ah, vamos, dá
Knew
pra
there
ir,
was
vai. Se
something
der ruim,
going
não é
on.
isso.
This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Mighty big of you. Suppose we'll have to see if Graham's able to do the same.
Believe me, you've got your work cut out for you there. Was there anything else?
Ai, ai, se eu falo ou não?
you weren't
vamos
supposed
falar,
to
vai.
look. I asked you to delete it. Yes, but then you would have known. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them. One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Burrice, hein?
Apparently not.
Uhum.
Yeah, in charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Só isso só, filho. Eu tô indo me embora.
I'm real sorry about your friends, Nyoka. Ain't
Pô,
no
elas
one
conversam
deserves
pra
to go
caramba,
wrong.
hein, mano.
Certainly not folks just trying to get by.
Thanks for saying that. You know, after seeing so many people get chomped, trip into sulfur pools, shot by marauders, I always figured we'd die young. But just because you expect it doesn't make it any easier. Oh, shit. Next chance we get, I'm buying you a Spectrum bottle, so we can proper drown this melancholy.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to try Spectrum when we went out drinking. Is it any good?
It is without a doubt the worst, most foul liquid mankind has ever had the misfortune to invent. You'll love it.
Bom, vamos lá.
So the ship talks?
Nossa, tá longe,
All
hein?
ships do that?
I can't say for certain, since I only ever been on this one. Kate is something special, though, ain't she?
Ada, what is it? She? It? I'm a bit fuzzy on the details.
Used to be, I thought she was a simulated intelligence. You know, a long series of commands telling her how to react to certain inputs.
You used to. What do you think now?
Well, I worked with a lot of machines, and ain't none of them like her. They can be pretty smart, but mostly they're rule books with a voice box. Ada's different.
One of life's mysteries, I suppose. I don't trust it. If it crashes us into a star, I'll be a mite upset.
Elas gostam de conversar, hein? Essas duas. Bom, vamos ver. Ah, vamos pra cá. Estamos aqui. E vamos ver. Pô, tá longe ainda. Caramba. Tem caminho por aqui, será?
Incoming!
Eita, nós. Eu nem vi os caras chegando. Já foi, já. Ai, droga, me acertaram. Vai, mata logo. Eu nem vi eles, cara. Essa... É... Eu ia perguntar se é... Se é ácido, mas pelo jeito é. Bom. Vambora. Tem que ficar mais de olho no mapa, cara. Tem que aprender a jogar RPG, na verdade, né? Porque, meu Deus. Horrível. O que aconteceu? Munição leve, munição pesada. Aqui. Munição leve, cédula de energia. Quer dizer, pesada, né? Munição leve. Leve, pesada. Célula de energia. Vamos ver aqui, tem aqui. Não dá pra abrir. Não tem nada aqui. Tá, vambora.
Well,
Por um monte.
hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose.
Iconoclast.
Please, take a pamphlet. In it, you'll
Pamphlet?
find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. We're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
Ai, meu Deus.
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
É, mas mora num morro também, né?
We make our own living here. Some of us hunt. Some of us scavenge the ruins left by the corporations when they abandoned us. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
Beleza, valeu, hein?
I
Vou lá
oughta
falar com
mention,
ele.
The iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Everybody here looks wore out. Is it just me?
Supplies. Cara, a música até mudou quando a gente chegou aqui. Não sei se vocês notaram. Musiquinha mais... Ai, caramba! Ninguém percebeu? Eu roubei o negócio, eu nem percebi. Ai, que saco. Mania de pegar o negócio, né? Tô falando que eu não sei jogar RPG. Cheguei apertando o negócio. Podia dar ruim já a missão ali.
How many good folk we gonna lose to our missions?
That's just the way of it. We gotta earn our keep out here.
That don't mean we ought to be following her into the jaws of a manticore.
You'd rather sit on your thumbs and starve?
No, all I'm saying is she gotta be more careful throwing away lives like that.
Ó, tá dando ruim ali já. Será que elas estão falando do Graham? O Graham é mulher? Eu achei que era homem. Pss, vamos lembrar de não apertar em nada, porque senão é roubo.
A manticore.
Yeah,
É homem.
we felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5
Vamos ficar
gunheads.
longe aqui.
A total failure then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Vanoys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Ah, droga. Queria ver a conversa inteira.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts. The truth that I have come to learn and embrace since shedding the corporate yoke. Out here, we survive by the sheer strength of our spirit. We have no need for the endless rules and red tape of a corporate structure.
We do seem to burn through endless ammunition and medical tape, though.
Yes, well, such is life. Our descendants will enjoy safety and luxury, but our generation is the foundation on which that future is built. Now, why have you come? The Iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles. Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure. All right.
Tá bom.
I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful day for us all. It's fine. Perhaps someday I'll be strong enough to recall that tragedy, but today is not that day.
Ah, tá bom.
Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know? Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things. Questions like these are distractions. It doesn't matter whether an entity sparked the universe or not. Only by pursuing the eternal truth will we find these and other answers. Ah, the eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal is that divinity.
Aí é você que tá falando.
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
Tá.
All right. Why have you come?
Bom. Quem é você?
I am Graham Bryant. I brought the eternal truth to Monarch, and soon I'll bring it to the rest of the colony. Stop. No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people. I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanetary radio tower. Surely somebody is listening. Surely?
Excuse me. I'm from Edgewater on Terra 2. If you'll pardon my saying, nobody I know's ever heard of you.
All the more reason to double down on our efforts.
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine. Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Let me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower.
Caramba.
Citizens of Halcyon are glued to their periodicals. They obsess over tossball and fashion, and the board uses these obsessions to control them. Even I find myself occasionally distracted by their positively shameful quality of editing and unacceptable disregard for grammatical structure. My literary prowess will hook them, and the eternal truth will reel them in. Listen to me. I'm starting to sound like one of Sanjar's fishermen.
Tá, beleza, vai. Vou ajudar.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while yet.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
So you're her mysterious savior. She sings your praises.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so tone-deaf. One of our sympathizers, a woman named Carlotta, periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup. She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north. Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Tá bom. O cara é meio lelé das ideias, né? Como todo mundo nesse jogo, mas beleza. Vamos ver se... Vamos terminar aqui. Bem-vindo ao conglomerado pessoal do Graham Bryden, de teorias e descobertas sobre o filosofismo e como ele influencia nossas vidas. Organizei em 3 categorias: os inoclastas, a colônia bonança e o universo. Falei igual um... sei lá. Colônia balança, babá. Conselho exagera fortemente na autoridade, babá. É muita coisa. Eu vou cortar, depois vocês pausem e leem se quiser. Aí tem bastante coisa pra ler, hein? Caramba. Tá, lá embaixo, vamos descer. Tem uma entrada da ilha de Lost aqui.
Excuse me, but this area's off limits. We got a leaky generator. It ain't safe. That's my nice way of telling you to sod off. We're fixing a leaky generator. What's it to you? What are you, a safety inspector? It's busted, pumping out gas. It ain't safe. Oh, whoops. I'll get right on that, boss. Hope this ain't in my performance review. And I'm just gonna let you walk on in? Why's that now?
Que eu vou te quebrar se você não deixar. Caraca, 3.000 bits, mano.
You get more convincing by the minute. We're off. Enjoy the toxic gas.
Beleza. Eu consigo entrar de boa? Consigo, né? Tá. Achei que eu ia ter que me esconder do resto. Vambora.
It's too quiet. What are you up to out there? Hello? Yeah, and for the 100th time, I'm not opening this door. Who are you anyway? to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
E aí?
I don't
Gostei
know
do
how you
cabelo.
got those goons to leave, but thank you. Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Here, take them. Like I said, this is my last run.
Uhum.
You'd have to ask him. All I know is that if I get caught, I'll get arrested.
Tá bom.
Law help them. I don't know. Maybe Sublight can lend a hand. I should go. Look, Graham's got a bit or two left in his account. I can send one last dropout before I wash my hands of this. What do you want delivered? I always took that woman for the sensible type. Good on her. I'll send some along. Give them all my regards. And good luck out there. Don't go getting eaten.
Beleza, valeu. Passar bem. Cartucho. Tá, não tem mais nada aqui não? Tá, quero pegar tudo. Munição, 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 munição. Lança-granadas. Agora que eu pensei, né? Eu entrei aqui e ela saiu. Os caras não vão pegar ela na saída, não? Acaba dando ruim pra ela. Carabina. Célula. Tá bom. Vambora. Ó, tem umas gazu aqui. Ué, eles foram embora? O que a gente tem aqui? Tá bagaça. Bom, vamos ver aqui. Aviso, acesso não autorizado, equipamento pode resolver ferimentos. Instável, gerador de gás corrosivo crítico, saída de gás. Tá, não posso hackear. Mas também acho que não faz diferença, né? Já falei com ela, acho que não pouco importa. Beleza, vamos embora. Ué, cadê a saída, mano? Passou. Foi. Aí eles foram embora mesmo. Achei que eles iam ficar lá fora esperando. Olha eles aí. Ah. Então eles se teletransportam. São mutantes do X-Men. Ok. Vamos pra cá. Ué. Cadê o Fast Travel, mano? Aí. Tá.
It is, but
Beleza.
my gun's been acting funny. Used to be, I had to
Vamos ver se a
correct for
gente
a
fala
bit of
com ele
left
logo.
drag. Got used to standing just so. After a while, it put a thorn in my side, something awful. Lately, though, it ain't pulling. I find my stance much improved.
Oh, that's real good to hear. It took me a while to... never mind.
What? Girl, have you been touching my stuff?
I'm sorry, I should have asked. I just got real bored, and I seen you leaning, and the gun was sitting right there.
You know, the last time I caught someone messing with my equipment, I threw him in a sulfur pool. But I appreciate the help. You want to make modifications, just come ask me, alright? I ain't gonna bite.
Resenha essas duas, meu Deus.
I'm telling you, the Van Noys are fine.
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hellhole did you send them?
They're on a very important... Ah, we'll continue this later. Welcome back, Captain.
They're hunters. Badass ones at that. Hope they're alright.
They're our best unit, and now they're missing in action.
And we'll continue that discussion later.
Thank the Eternal that someone's got some sense in their head. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When's she coming?
Caramba, e agora?
That is most unfortunate. This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
About to? That idiot just declared war.
We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony. Yes? A subtle lesson here, a word about the Eternal there. In small ways, I hope to bend the public's mind towards seeing the truth. Our very resourceful sublight friends have already agreed to help. For their standard fee, of course. They'll replace periodicals around the colony with our subtly edited versions. The board's workers will learn of our truth without even realizing it. The corporations have been shackling workers' souls for centuries. Workers are glorified slaves to their companies, to their society, to their own minds. Free will has all but vanished. I believe that by freeing oneself from the corporate structure, indeed from the very rules of man, one can find their own truth. And, through that, the cosmic truth that binds us all. The eternal truth. Certainly. I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them there and find out if they've been successful.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the ruins. Our people died out there.
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
The hell's the sense in recruiting if you're just gonna get them killed?
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle the duties for which we recruit them.
Yes! You're damn right he could have. But he's so obsessed with preaching that he's become blind to our actual problems. Look, just... if the Van Noys are still alive, get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing the issue like this, I have a feeling we'll need them.
Tá. Não dá pra deixar, né? Tem que ajudar ele, senão esse pessoal se lasca. Sei lá, é meio difícil ver um ponto. Eu meio que concordo que os trabalhadores são tipo escravos na maioria dessas empresas, mas também não dá muito pra ser nem radical pra um lado nem pro outro, é complicado. Vamos ver os talentos aqui. Quero 2 em defesa. 3, né, no caso. Ué, por que não foi? Quero tecnologia e mais os 3 em defesa, vai. A Elps. Acho que é interessante isso aqui, vai. Beleza, agora vamos pra Nioka. Ah, não ganhou não. Nenhuma das duas ganharam, tá. Vamos nessa.
Did you have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
I had a fling or two, sure. But on Monarch, relationships ain't usually meant to last. A lot of fools tried to impress me, feigning bravado in the wilds, thinking they'd catch my attention with their stories. It was cute. Not so cute when their act got themselves munched. You know what's sexy? Confidence. You know what ain't? Disembowelment.
Então tá, né?